Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Super Bowl dreams are on the line today in the conference championship, where only one team can move on. It's the Jets going up against the Chargers. With that, let's get you out to San Diego. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New York Jets and the San Diego Chargers. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll drop to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now the rookie's free. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter. And now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
To throw now on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down deep into San Diego territory. A huge play there for the Jets. And even 40 yards. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff looking right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
To throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Danny Shelton in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you, it's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Ohio! Flex round! Ohio!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Parker, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Green 39! Green 39! Let's go! Green 39!
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Now let's go. Blue, line it. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On third down, Hackenberg. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4... you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go. What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
Fielded at about the 28. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Play fake. Hackenberg. They'll roll him out right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And they'll go on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. Trey McBride now to return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and map that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because our only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Ten yards still left on second down. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on third and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go!
Looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The gun. They'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, here's Hackenberg. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Good. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
First down, Hackenberg. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll send Beckham. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Barney. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Hackenberg on first down. Under pressure there, and Hackenberg is sacked. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Shift together here from the D-line. Play clock winding down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And Anderson's got it.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
Come on, let's go! What? None! Ohio! Ohio!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye.
What? None! What? None!
They run the counter now on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here we go! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one lines up no good.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they give this time to the tailback. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Here we go now. Blue, landing. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On third down, Hackenberg. He finds Beckham complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Set. Green, 30.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Back 99. Leopard.
A first down throw for Hackenberg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now let's go. Detroit. And Philly. Here we go. Gone. Leopard. Detroit.
On second down, here's Hackenberg. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Gone.
Third and long for Hackenberg. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he fields it cleanly. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Now they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're at.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go.
The play clock's running down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Flex round. 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 Flex round.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
Play clock winding down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Caught by Nelson left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And now San Diego getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go. Detroit!
They come out here in the eye.
Detroit!
Following the interception, here's Hackenberg. Over the middle to Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
First down, Hackenberg. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. On third down, Hackenberg. He finds Beckham complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Odell Beckham from 8 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Second down now after the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Time for a break. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it now out of the gun. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And now San Diego getting set to go. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.